What if you could set up a whole family-sized tent in just 2 minutes? Or sleep off the ground in one that works just like a hammock? Yeah, you heard that right. Only inflatable tents make it possible. And the best ones actually give you room to stand up, separate spaces so everyone's comfortable, and enough strength to handle bad weather without folding on you. So, in this video, we're going to show you the 25 best inflatable tents for family camping, covering all sorts of sizes and styles. We'll put the updated price and purchase links down in the description. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's begin. If you're the kind of person who wants a tent that pops up fast, handles a ton of pressure, and still stays easy to carry on long hikes, this one pretty much nails all of that. The Airbridge Buffalo Backpacking Air Tent. And it basically comes in two versions. The one-person model is around 2 kilograms, and the other one for 2 people, which is about 2.3 kilograms, so both stay pretty lightweight and portable in your pack. Everything starts simple. It's basically a 3-step setup. You just hook up the pump and fill the Buffalo frame until it hits around 40 psi, and that's really the whole process. The cool part is the patented high-pressure airframe tech, because with that design, you only need the pump and about 2 minutes to get it fully standing. And even though you're inflating to 40 psi, the frame itself is built strong, with a max durability of 150 psi, and it holds high pressure on its own, no guidelines needed. When you're done, it packs down fast and the whole build is ultra-durable with a PU 4000 coating. Inside, you get smart ventilation, handy storage spots, and even a place to hang your lantern, plus the weatherproof cover keeps everything protected in harsh weather. Overall, for a small family, this tent is quite a solid little setup. Now, have a look at the Senleeto Inflatable tent, which brings convenience and comfort to outdoor adventures. It's quite easy to set up, inflates in just 5 minutes and sets up fully in 5. It eliminates traditional poles and assembly hassle, delivering a practical solution that actually makes sense for real families. A bit over 80 square feet of usable interior gives you enough room for 4 adults plus their entire arsenal of camping gear, which matters when you're dealing with real family camping scenarios. And it's quite durable, as it's built with 420 denier Oxford fabric, and it has 4-season durability with wind resistance. Plus, it includes a stove jack, so you can safely run a wood stove or portable heater inside during cooler months. The dual doors and 3 mesh windows create ventilation, and those screen windows prevent mosquitoes and other insects. This tent is waterproof and stain-resistant as well. So, overall, for families that camp regularly and appreciate practical innovations over luxury labels, Senleeto hits the sweet spot perfectly. When camping gets elevated, literally, the FLFQ inflatable hammock tent transforms how your family thinks about sleeping outdoors. This isn't your standard ground tent, and that's precisely the point. It creates a suspended sleeping platform that lifts your family above damp ground, insects, and uneven terrain that would otherwise ruin a night's sleep. What makes this concept brilliant for family camping is the problem it solves. Inflatable hammock tents eliminate the need for perfectly level ground, meaning you can camp almost anywhere your family's adventure takes you. The integrated inflatable base provides that comfortable, springy feeling of a high-quality mattress while keeping everyone elevated and secure. Plus, this tent features robust netting to keep bugs completely out while allowing fantastic airflow. Now, talking about its setup, it takes a few minutes, and breakdown is just as simple. No stakes required if you're near trees or anchor points. The reinforced TPU construction handles bad weather, and the innovative design provides genuine protection while maintaining a low profile. For families that love exploring off-the-beaten-path locations where traditional tent pitching becomes impossible, the FLFQ opens up entirely new camping opportunities that were previously off-limits. Next, we've got the Lydarz tent, which is designed to make setup a lot easier, especially for families who don't want to deal with manual pumping. It has a built-in electric pump powered by a Type-C rechargeable battery, so you just press one button and the tent inflates on its own in about 5 minutes. Once it's inflated, the tent gives you a total of about 18 square meters of space, including the connected front and rear awnings. This extra space makes it feel more open and comfortable, almost like setting up a small base camp instead of a simple tent. Inside, it can sleep 3 people comfortably, and if you're sitting or hanging out, it can fit up to 8 people, which is helpful for families who need flexible room. The material is made from durable 210 denier fabric that has passed a rain test, so it holds up well in real weather. The silver-coated fabric also adds UV protection and helps reduce the temperature inside the tent, making it noticeably cooler in warm conditions. When it's time to pack up, the tent deflates in just a few seconds, so taking it down is quick and simple. Overall, the Lydarz is built to make camping easier by reducing effort and giving families a comfortable amount of space. When a tent can shape-shift around your trip instead of forcing you into one fixed layout, camping suddenly becomes a whole lot more fun. And that's the whole idea behind the Zempire Shapeshifter 6, a modular air tent system built to adapt to whatever crew you're heading out with. Zempire's known for their air tent tech, and this one really shows off that Kiwi innovation. Everything begins with the sleeping module, which is basically the heart of the whole setup. It sleeps up to 6 people, lets you choose 1 to 4 bedrooms, and uses light-blocking fabric and big mesh windows so you can actually sleep in without overheating. The walls are tall and upright. Plus, you get smart storage ladders, lantern points, and power access. From there, things get exciting when you zip on the living module, which becomes this bright, roomy hangout zone with great head height, 3-way windows, and handy side doors. After that, the awning module adds a lighter covered space with mesh windows, skylights, and optional walls or floors. And since everything connects with color-coded zips and rides on a super stable airframe wrapped in tough aero-wavy fabric, you can stretch your setup as long or compact as you want, all while staying fully protected from rough weather. Setting up camp with a family often means juggling tents, mattresses, and gear, which can quickly feel overwhelming. The Rise AirNest tries to solve that problem by combining a tent and mattress into one system. Instead of separate pieces, it uses an inflatable ribcage design that supports the tent walls and also includes a built-in queen-size mattress. The setup is quick too, about 2 minutes, thanks to its AirBank rapid inflation system. Once it's up, the interior has enough room for 4 people, and the elevated design allows you to tuck gear underneath, which helps keep things organized. Families especially like the way it holds steady in strong winds. The inflatable tubes are rigid enough to stay upright even when storms hit, making it more reliable than some lightweight tents. In terms of weather, the waterproof fabric and extended roof edges do a good job of keeping rain out while still letting the inside breathe. It's a design that balances comfort with practicality. Of course, the AirNest isn't the cheapest option. But for families who want to simplify setup and still have a stable, weatherproof shelter, the unique design makes sense and feels worth the investment. After seeing something so modern, you might be wondering about comfort over longer stays. The Outwell Alabama 6 Air TC leans into that idea by using poly-cotton fabric instead of pure polyester. That mix naturally regulates the indoor climate, staying cooler in the heat and warmer when temperatures drop. This tunnel-style tent is built for larger groups with space for 6 people across 3 darkened ambassador bedrooms. Inside, it feels closer to a small cabin than a tent, with 5 rooms that give each person or couple some privacy. Setting it up is less complicated than it looks because of the single-point inflation system, which means you don't have to inflate each air tube separately. The polycotton material also offers solid UV protection, rated UPF30+, and the thick ground sheet keeps moisture out. At 45 kilograms, though, it's heavy and definitely designed for car camping rather than backpacking. So while it's not the easiest tent to move around, families who want comfort, space, and a more natural climate control system will find this one well worth its premium design. Some campsites aren't flat, dry, or even practical for a traditional tent. That's where the Exod Ark comes in, offering flexibility for places most tents can't handle. It's built to work as both a ground tent and a suspended shelter, so you can set it up on uneven terrain, hang it between trees, or even let it float on water. The structure uses an inflatable exoskeleton paired with a carbon fiber frame, which creates a rigid platform strong enough to move around inside without the whole tent shifting. The setup process is quick. Inflate the skeleton, slot in the lightweight carbon parts, and attach the suspension system if you're hanging it. One of the standout details is the clear PU roof panel. It gives you the rare experience of stargazing from inside while still staying dry and protected. It's designed mainly for one person, but can fit two if needed, making it a good fit for solo travelers or adventurous couples. This isn't meant for lightweight trekking. It's better suited for road trips, expeditions, or base camp-style camping where portability isn't the main priority. Now, if you're thinking bigger and more expandable, the Crua Core Dome takes a modular approach. It works as a 6-person dome on its own, but the real draw is how it connects with other Crua Duo tents to form a massive multi-room compound for 12 or more people. Families who want a setup that grows with them will find that feature especially useful. The dome itself stands tall at over 7 feet, giving great headroom. Despite the size, it inflates in about a minute with the included pump, and the aerodynamic design handles wind better than boxy tents. The layout includes 3 large doors and a vestibule big enough to park a small vehicle, making it practical for storage and easy access. People often point out how well ventilated it feels. With 6 vents and 2 skylights, condensation is reduced, and you can still enjoy stargazing at night. Weather protection is also solid, with a waterproof rating of 5,000 mm that holds up in heavy rain. On the flip side, the Core Dome is big and heavy, so it's a clear car camping option, not something you'll carry far. The modular connection points can also be a bit tricky to align. Still, for families or groups looking to create a customizable camping hub, it delivers a lot of space and flexibility. Sometimes camping can feel cramped, especially if you want a little luxury without going overboard. That's where the Vango Lismore Air TC 450 steps in. It's a 4-person inflatable tent that balances comfort and practicality. The standout feature is the Sentinel TC fabric, which blends cotton and polyester. This keeps the tent breathable, but also helps control temperature. Inside, the bedrooms are lights-out style, meaning early morning sunlight won't disturb your sleep. The king-size sleeping areas give each person roughly 70 centimeters of space. Diamond-clear windows brighten up the living area, making it feel open, and the orange high-visibility trims help spot the tent easily in low light. Setup is easy thanks to the inflatable air beam structure, and the PE ground sheet keeps moisture from sneaking in. It's also fully wind and rain tested, so it handles regular camping weather. While it's smaller than some giant family tents, it's perfect for campers wanting a manageable footprint, but still a touch of luxury and a lot of comfort. If the Lismore Air TC 450 works well for a 4-person group, the Vango Tacoma Air 800XL takes things up a notch for larger families or groups. From the same Vango range, this 8-person air beam tent shares many of the same practical touches, but with extra space and features to suit bigger camping setups. Its vis-a-vis layout lets everyone sleep facing each other, keeping the group connected while offering separate zones for privacy. The tent is made from Sentinel fabric with Color Lock Eco Protection, so the colors stay bright and the material resists UV damage. Yeah, it also has similar features to Lismore, such as diamond clear windows and high visibility guidelines. And a side awning can be added, giving a practical porch area for extra gear. Inside, lantern hanging points make lighting simple, while the waterproof PE ground sheet keeps dampness at bay. It also meets fire safety standards and comes with a carry bag for easier packing. For those who need more space without compromising comfort, the Tacoma Air 800XL delivers a well-rounded solution. Now, not every camping trip needs a luxury tent. Sometimes families just want a simple, reliable option that doesn't break the bank. The Quechua Air Seconds 4.1 fits that need perfectly. This 4-person inflatable tent uses fresh and black bedroom technology, blocking light and reducing heat. The tunnel-style tent has a living area of 6.5 square meters, giving enough room for meals or hanging out. The bedrooms can fit 4 70-centimeter wide mattresses, or even one couple wanting extra space. Storage is practical with built-in pouches and a zipped floor mat that can be lifted if rain arrives. Transparent windows with shutters let in light when needed, while screen windows offer ventilation without letting bugs in. Made from polyester and weighing around 15 kilograms, it's ideal for occasional campers or families wanting to try inflatable tents before committing to premium models. It doesn't promise extreme weather performance, but for spring to early fall trips, it's straightforward, practical, and gets the job done. Sometimes 2-person tents feel cramped or flimsy, but the Heimplanet Kirra flips that idea with an inflatable frame that ditches aluminum poles. It's roomy without being heavy, at 56 square feet or 5.2 square meters of ground area, and weighing about 8.5 pounds or almost 4 kilograms. The multi-chamber design adds peace of mind. You inflate the whole frame at once, but it can be sectioned off, so if one chamber ever has an issue, the tent stays standing. That's a smart bit of engineering, and it makes the design feel more reliable than a single-chamber setup. The 40D double ripstop polyester fabric is another highlight. It's stronger, quieter, and softer than standard tent fabric, so the Kirra doesn't just hold up well in the wind. It also feels a bit more refined inside. And we've got to say, the camo pattern gives it a unique look, compared to the typical neon-colored tents on most campgrounds. To us, the Kirra is one of the more versatile inflatable tents out there. Roomy, weather-resistant, and quick to pitch once you've learned it. If you're after a reliable 2-person inflatable that feels both practical and premium, this one deserves a top spot on the list. If the Kirra is about comfort and reliability, the Exod Monolith takes things in a bolder direction. It's not just a tent. It's a whole modular shelter system that can sit on the ground, elevate with carbon poles, or even hang suspended off the ground. It combines 3 parts: the capsule shelter, the Peral carbon spreader bars, and the Infinite strap system. Put it on the ground and you've got a quick-deploy tent that inflates in about 15 seconds. Use the telescopic carbon fiber poles and you get a flat, elevated sleeping platform. Or go all in with the strap system and suspend it off the ground completely for that anti-gravity camping experience. To us, that's one of the boldest design twists in this whole category. As a 1-person tent, it's got a compact footprint, weighing around 6.4 pounds or almost 3 kilograms for the shelter itself, with some extra added if you're carrying the carbon poles and strap system. To us, that weight feels pretty reasonable, given the 4-season build and the flexibility it brings. The material choices are solid. You're looking at a 30D double ripstop nylon fly and bottom with DWR and PU coating, a 420D nylon water-repellent bed sheet, and a polyester mesh inner for airflow. The inflatable frame runs on TPU with high-strength polyester reinforcement, and details like Odin waterproof zippers show they didn't cut corners. If there's one thing to flag, it's the price. For a 1-person shelter, the Monolith is definitely on the higher end. But to us, the adaptability, ground, elevated, or suspended, combined with the premium fabrics and fast setup time, makes it one of the most unique inflatable tents available. After looking at a solo design, it's time to scale back up. The Heimplanet Backdoor is built for groups, giving 4 people plenty of space while keeping setup simple with the inflatable frame. It feels stable, airy, and comfortable enough for family trips or longer outings where a bigger tent makes all the difference. The floor area comes in at about 97 square feet or 9 square meters, with the inner tent offering around 62 square feet or almost 6 square meters. The total height is about 60 inches or 154 centimeters, with 49 inches or 125 centimeters of standing room inside, so it doesn't feel cramped when you're sitting up or moving around. The multi-chamber safety system gives some reassurance too. Inflate it all in one go, then separate chambers for stability if one section fails. To us, that adds a layer of security, especially for longer trips where repair kits are part of the plan. Ventilation is a standout here. Both entrances can be opened wide, and the upper vents are closable and adjustable. On materials, Heimplanet didn't cut corners. The fly is 40D double ripstop polyester with a PU coating rated for 3,000 millimeters water column. The inner tent uses breathable 40D nylon ripstop with DWR, and the floor is rugged 70D nylon with a 5,000 millimeter water column. The airframe itself is reinforced with 140 HPE Dacron and TPU, which gives it the stiffness and strength you want in an inflatable structure. The weight didn't seem ultralight to us, but for families or overlanders looking for comfort and reliability, this tent earns its spot on the list. So let's start with the Coleman Weathermaster Air. If you've ever been stuck in the middle of a campsite trying to fight with bent or broken tent poles, this one's going to feel like a huge relief. Instead of fiddling with all that, it comes with Coleman's fast pitch air system. You just pump it up, and after that you've got a big shelter ready to go. Now, the real standout here is the blackout bedroom. It blocks the daylight so you can actually sleep in without the sunrise blasting through the fabric. It also helps regulate the inside temperature. Cooler during hot days, warmer during chilly nights. Campers who've used it even say it stays steady in winds, thanks to the inflatable beams and extra storm straps. And it's not just about weather protection. You get plenty of space inside too. We're talking about 32 square meters of living area and a full 2 meters of standing height. So you can actually walk around without crouching. With a packed size of 78 by 53 by 38 centimeters, it's definitely a car camping tent, not something you'd haul on your back. But with features like welded seams and a 6,000 millimeter waterproof rating, most people feel the comfort and reliability are worth the investment. Next up, the Atwoolls Kampa Croyde 6 Air. Now, think about trying to pitch a 6-person tent in the rain while your family just stands there waiting. That's not fun. This tent takes away that headache with its airframe system. You can have it standing in about 10 minutes, which is a lot less stress when the weather turns on you. What's nice is that it doesn't look like every other tent. Instead of dull grays, it comes in a pastel blue that actually looks fresh at the campsite. The fabric is WeatherShield 68D polyester. It's lightweight, but still strong enough to hold up. At the front, you've got a fully enclosed canopy with big clear windows. The sleeping pods inside are darkened. Kampa calls them sleep tight, so you don't wake up at sunrise. Though we'll say, ventilation isn't the best. On really hot days, it can feel like a bit of a hotbox. The entrance drops down flat, which makes it easy for wheelchairs or strollers to roll in. At around 29.11 kilograms, the weight is reasonable for a family tent. Some campers mention durability issues after a few years, especially with pole replacements being pricey. Still, with a 3,500 millimeter waterproof rating and a sewn-in ground sheet, it holds its own in most weather conditions. lot of tents turn into greenhouses once the sun's out. You step inside, and it's like stepping into an oven. The Dometic Santorini FTK solves that with a special cotton blend fabric. It naturally breathes better, regulates the temperature, and cuts down on condensation. Another thing, no PVC windows here. That's on purpose, because those are what usually trap heat and make other tents feel unbearable. Setup is pretty simple too. With its multi-point inflation system, you can have it ready in about 15 minutes. Plus, you get a nice big canopy in front, which gives you shaded outdoor space for cooking, lounging, or just keeping gear dry. Inside, it's an open plan, but you can add an optional inner tent if you want privacy. The fabric itself feels premium and quieter than synthetic ones. You don't get that constant flapping sound in the wind. One thing to note, cotton tents like this need a weathering process the first time, which just means you let it get wet once so the fibers tighten up. Well, it's priced higher than polyester tents. But if comfort and ventilation matter to you, most campers say it's worth it, especially for hot weather trips. Alright, now this one's for the serious campers. The Sonmez Outdoor Air Bushcraft Premium. Getting caught in a snowstorm with a flimsy tent that can't keep up. This tent is designed for year-round use, with a temperature range from -40 degrees all the way up to +70. It comes with a built-in stove jack, so you can safely set up a wood-burning stove inside, making it a proper winter shelter. Setup is fast too. With the included digital air pump, the whole thing inflates in about 2 minutes. And instead of normal beams, it uses boat-grade PVC columns, so it's stable even in winds up to 80 kilometers per hour. Inside, you've got about 5.9 square meters of space, enough for 2 or 3 people with room to move. On the flip side, there have been complaints about leaks around the window seams during heavy rain. Still, it's packed with thoughtful touches, metal pegs, and a repair kit right in the box. At first glance, the quality looks premium, but some users wonder about long-term durability because of those waterproofing issues. Made in Turkey and sold in over 190 countries, it's clearly reaching campers all around the world. Traditional tents can take much time to set up. You're tired before the trip even starts. This Aerogogo Aerotent series makes that with a one-button automatic inflation system. Press the button, and in about 5 minutes, you're ready to camp. Instead of the usual boxy look, the Aerotent has a round, space-inspired shape that definitely grabs attention at any campsite. The sphere model gives you about 75 square feet of room, enough for 4 to 6 people. Then there's the Moon model, which is unique because it can split into 2 pods connected by mesh. That gives you flexibility depending on how you want to camp. There's also a central skylight right above you, perfect for lying back and stargazing. You get 3 doors and multiple mesh windows, so airflow and views are excellent. For weather protection, it's got PU 5000mm waterproofing and UPF 50+ sun protection. Users say stability is solid even in bad weather. Weight varies though. The sphere is about 16.5 kilograms, while the Moon is lighter at 9 kilograms. The crisscrossed air columns look artistic but also add strength. And with early bird pricing, these futuristic tents are surprisingly affordable given the features. Well, if you want more space, then check out this Zempire Pro TXL V2. This one gives you one massive shelter that can sleep anywhere from 6 to 12 people, depending on how you set it up. The real highlight is the single-point inflation system. From just one connection, the whole thing, including the awning, pumps up in under 3 minutes. Inside, you get a flexible bedroom layout. The inner system has zip-out dividers, so you can create anywhere from 1 to 4 bedrooms. And if that's not enough, you can even add a 5th. Campers love the build quality. The tent fabric is 210D ripstop with an 8,000mm waterproof rating, which puts it at the top for durability. There's also an extended awning that adds more covered living space, and you can even connect it with other Zempire shelters to build a full-on camping compound. With a peak height of 215 centimeters, tall campers can stand up comfortably, and there are 13 ventilation points for airflow. Yeah, it takes up more space at campsites, but most agree the size and comfort outweigh the hassle. And with a 4-year warranty, it shows Zempire stands by the durability. Now, if you prefer something for rooftop camping, let's check out the Dometic TRT 140 Air. Packed down, it's compact, but once set up, it expands, and giving you a roomy shelter in just around 4 minutes. The unique part is the single-point inflation airframe that runs off your vehicle's 12-volt system. So no pumps and no extra gear. Your car does the work. The fabric is breathable polycotton, which helps cut down condensation and handles bad weather well. Inside, you've got an integrated 3.2 centimeter foam mattress and an anti-condensation mat, so you don't need to carry extras for sleeping comfort. Mesh windows on all 4 sides plus roof panels give you full 360-degree views and airflow. Campers mention how solid it feels even in rough conditions, with one person saying it held up great in windy coastal Baja. There's a telescopic aluminum ladder for easy access and exterior cargo pockets for gear. But keep in mind, the total weight is 55.69 kilograms with mounting hardware, so your vehicle roof needs to handle it. The price is steep, but for regular rooftop campers, most agree the convenience and reliability are worth it. Here's another one from Aerogogo, the Gouse tent paired with the Luli canopy. Setting up separate tents, tarps, and shelters can take forever, but this system keeps it simple. It's a hands-free inflatable setup that works for 8 to 12 people in one integrated shelter. The standout here is the dual H-frame design. That splits the inside into a bedroom and a living room with a removable curtain if you want privacy. Setup is about 7 to 8 minutes using the included electric pump. The Luli canopy is versatile too. It can stand alone as a shelter or attached to your car, and at 2.2 meters tall, it fits most vehicles. Ventilation is excellent, with 6 large mesh windows that also keep insects out. And for cold weather use, there's even a stovepipe hole so you can run a heater inside. Inside, you get a clear layout with bedroom, living room, and yard space, which makes longer camping trips more organized. Though it's heavy and needs a larger campsite, so it's not something you'd carry far. But with PU 3000 waterproofing, UPF 50+ sun protection, and level 7 wind resistance, it's well prepared for the outdoors. Let's look at the Cinch Air Cruiser. Rooftop tents are often a hassle to set up in the rain or at night, but this one makes it easy. It uses a one-button inflation system powered directly by your vehicle. Press it, and the patented inflatable frame sets itself up. The big achievement here is headroom. At 57 inches, it's more space inside than any other rooftop tent out there. The base unfolds into 3 sections with a detachable telescopic ladder, and leverage arms help guide the setup smoothly. Visibility is another highlight. You've got 6 windows and 2 skylights for full panoramic views and amazing stargazing. Inside, there's an LED lighting system and blackout curtains, so you can adjust the atmosphere however you want. Weather resistance is excellent, too. It's been tested to handle winds up to 15 meters per second and stays stable. For sleeping, it comes with a built-in high-density memory foam mattress and a thermal cover, so no extra bedding is needed. Well, it's heavy at 80 pounds, or 36 kilograms, which means you'll need to check your vehicle's roof load. But campers love the quick deflation, making it perfect for moving between sites. Plus, with a 4-season rating from -4 Fahrenheit to 150 Fahrenheit, it's built for year-round adventures. Now, let's talk about the RBM Outdoors Panda Large Inflatable Tent. This one comes from a brand that's already pretty well respected for making sturdy, weather-ready shelters, so expectations are high right away. And honestly, it does a solid job of living up to that reputation. Normally, when people hear canvas tent, They think heavy, awkward, and tough to set up. Not exactly beginner-friendly. But the Panda Large flips that idea. It keeps the classic canvas look and durability while making it way more practical for families or casual campers. The setup is pretty straightforward since it's inflatable. No poles to deal with. Just roll it out, pump it up, and you're ready to go. The build is all breathable cotton canvas, which is where the comfort factor comes in. Unlike synthetic tents, it handles both heat and cold better. Add to that a big front entrance and 9 mesh windows spread all around, and you get great airflow and natural light. No stuffy, damp vibes here. The one thing you need to keep in mind is the weight. Canvas is heavier than synthetic materials, so it's not the kind of tent you'd carry on a hike. But if you're driving to your campsite and unloading from the car, it's no problem at all. Alright, that was our list of 25 best inflatable tents for family camping. Thanks for watching. Feel free to reveal your thoughts in the comments section and share this video if you find it helpful. And to know more about outdoor products, reviews, and buying guides, you can visit our website, GoOutdoorZone.com.